Oh Maheen, it's so wonderful to see you. हाय तुम्हें देखकर तुम्हें गुलाबो रानी कहने को जी चाहता है. क्या हाल है?
बिल्कुल नहीं गुलाब रानी मुझे ना फाइन थैंक यू.
क्या हो रहा है आजकल?
क्या हो रहा है आजकल? फैशन और कपड़े.
Hey,
We don't go beyond that.
I know. वैसे एक बात बताओ, तुम गुलाबो हो और मैं गुब्बारो. I swear जानिए, I feel like such a balloon. You know, I think मुझे समझ नहीं आता कि किसने मेरे अंदर इतनी फूंक भर दी है. You know, I feel like one of those inflatable dolls, really. And trust me, it's not such a good feeling.
Darling, there's always lipo.
I know, sweet, and I'm trying. I've decided to go in for it. I hope it doesn't have any bad side effects. By the way, how do you keep your figure?
I've
Is
had
it
lipo.
Lipo?
Yes.
I hope there are no negative side effects.
Certainly, no problem at all. You can have a tummy tuck.
है ना? वैसे मेरे ख्याल में ना किसी ने मेरे ऊपर काला जादू कर दिया. You know, all these people, especially some women, really, you know, they're so jealous of me. क्यों औरतें इतनी insecure होती हैं?
Not insecure, it's just jealous.
I know.
If you love the same man,
I do
you
not
are going
love
to have
him,
problems.
Maheen. अच्छा सुनो, तुम्हारे ऊपर लोग बड़े इल्जाम लगाते हैं. You know, I have a friend in Lahore, a designer friend in Lahore, and I can't take her name. मैं खामखा तुम्हारी लड़ाई नहीं कराना चाहती. वो मुझे फ़ोन करके कहने लगी कि माहीन ने तो फैशन इंडस्ट्री के बीच में फूट डलवा दी है. माहीन ने तो पाकिस्तान फैशन इंडस्ट्री के बीच में फूट डलवा दी है. You know, and it's because of Maheen that now we have a Lahore fashion council and a Karachi fashion council. Is that true, Maheen?
If that pleases her, but so be it. I have nothing to say because she knows the truth.
And what is the truth, darling? You can tell me the truth.
I don't think I'm going to go into it now because why bother? Do you bother with rumors?
I do not,
Well,
darling.
I don't
I pay no heed to them. But sometimes, you know, sometimes in one of my sensitive moods, really, you know, wrong things being said about me can really hurt and upset me as
Look,
well.
I have a very simple mantra. Never, you don't need to explain anything to anybody.
हाँ, अब मैं भी ये
I'm
मंत्र-
certainly not going to sit here and explain anything to you. What a waste of time.
I know. Acha, let's talk about better things. You know, you've been an old Karachiite, I believe, and you've lived here for a long time.
I have, yeah.
Yes.
I love Karachi.
मुझे पहले तो ये बताओ that you know, how come for all these years that we've been living together, we've never really had a real chance to spend time with each other?
There's a bit of an age, there's an age gap there.
I know, Jani. I mean, I know that, you know, you're almost as ancient as Karachi itself. and I'm like Islamabad, darling. No offense meant there. But
problem.
tell me first, your marital status. Are you married?
Married.
Still married? Oh, how nice. What's your husband's name?
Shahid
Shahid?
Khan.
Shahid Khan.
He's an architect.
Shahid Khan, the architect. The name sounds very familiar.
You don't.
Not the Shahid Khan.
Darling, you can't know Shahid Khan because he never lived here.
No, but I think he's the same Shahid. There can't be two Shahid Khans, architects.
There can be quite a few.
Really? Or maybe I'm getting the wrong man here. Henna? Or
Well, let me ask you a little question.
Sure,
I was
darling.
want to know, what is your maiden name? You can't go around calling you Begum Nawazish all the time.
Jan, you can call me Nazi. Didn't
Nazi?
you already know
No,
that?
I didn't.
See, well, you know, you haven't been spending time with me, na? I could tell
Maybe
you
change
other
that
interesting
now.
stuff also that could come in handy, really. So you were in India recently.
Yes, that
For
was
the Indian
such
Fashion
a
Week.
fabulous experience.
Really? They'd invited me also. I so wanted to go.
should
But then
have
my
come.
advisors told me, they said कि बेगम साहिबा, आपने कभी पाकिस्तान में तो फैशन वीक अटेंड किया नहीं है. आप इंडिया जाके करेंगी तो यहाँ लोग नाराज हो जाएंगे. Tell me, how was India?
Fabulous.
I believe it was quite hectic though.
Well, you know, we saw 50 shows in 5 days, which is a lot of shows.
Tell me these cultural exchanges, you know, and especially when it comes to fashion industry, there's been a lot of
I think culture and fashion are two different things.
Well,
so which one are we?
I'm talking about fashion here. I'm talking about the Bridal Asia. I'm talking about, you know, the show, their designers and coming here, doing shows over here. Our designers going over there. Do you think fashion can bring these two countries closer?
Well, we certainly hope so. It's a small beginning, but that's all you can do. I mean, each one of us do something towards it in our own little way. Maybe in the bigger picture, it might change.
Listen, I'm sorry, but you know, if I remember correctly, the Shahid Khan, who was my dead husband's friend, had 2 children. He had a son and a daughter. You wouldn't be having 2 children, would you? I think the son's name was Temur, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
See, I got the right Shahid Khan here.
Yes. You're something else.
How is
Nazi.
Taimur doing?
He's great. Do you know Taimur?
I didn't meet him, but I saw his pictures. You know, Taimur मुझसे मेरे ख्याल में 2-3 साल ही छोटा होगा. मैंने तस्वीरें देखी थी, लेकिन फिर मुझे पता लगा कि तैमूर की शादी हो गई है. How is he doing?
He's doing very well.
You've got grandchildren.
Yes.
How does it feel to be a grandmom?
Wonderful.
How do you remember Karachi of the yesteryears? What memories do you have of?
Totally different.
है ना?
It was fabulous. I mean, you know, but Karachi was the Paris of the East. You know, you had the best cabarets here, you had the best nightclubs. There was no prohibition. I remember growing up and running around in shorts all the time. And as kids, you know, we had jam sessions thrice a week, and it was just totally different. It was a different culture and a different time.
क्या शौक है तुम्हारे? डिजाइनिंग के अलावा मैंने सोचा कि आज डिजाइनिंग पे कम बात करेंगे.
बिल्कुल.
है ना? You know,
I
डिजाइनिंग पे
love
तो बात.
reading.
You love reading. Hi.
And
what
you're going to
kind
laugh at me like everybody else says. My grandchildren laugh. My favorite books are Harry Potter series.
Really?
I'm just waiting for the last.
How exciting! Really, I used to love reading the Archie comics when I was younger. You know, I always fancied Archie. है ना? अगर हम लोग characters होते Archie comics के, who would you be? Betty or Veronica, darling?
Betty.
Betty? Hi. तो फिर बहुत मजा आता because I of course मैं तो घड़ी घड़ाई Veronica. How do you feel about let's say this issue only? हमारे यहाँ एक cultural चीज़ है बच्चियों की बहुत जल्दी शादी. Being an independent woman who's mashallah done so well, really, you know, do you feel कि लड़कियों की शादी जल्दी करानी चाहिए?
No, certainly not. I think girls should study and have a career and then think about getting married. I think the time is past of getting married at an early age. And you know, make your own choices about your life. It's very important. Which is, you look around you, Nazi, you see so many divorces.
Which is so sad.
Yeah, because they get married too young.
And they haven't really come to terms with their own selves as yet.
I mean, absolutely, it was okay in those days when there was not so much exposure, but now you have this huge electronic media, which has, you know, opened up our lives, and these children travel abroad and they study abroad, and then they cannot have an arranged marriage then.
I know. अच्छा मुझे बताओ कि पाकिस्तान फैशन वीक हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा?
Inshallah, it will take place.
It will, and
not Pakistan Fashion Week. I don't know much about it, but that we will have with IMG and Geo.
Okay.
But what we are planning is Karachi Fashion Week.
Fashion has come a long way,
It has.
and I think especially the last couple of years, really. I mean, with media opening up, with all these channels coming in, with creative people like yourself, you know, designers, photographers, or all these creative people getting, you know, these channels, these windows to reach out and to people and educate them, really. Iska credit kisko jata hai? Do you think Parvez Musharraf deserves some of the credit for this?
Definitely. I mean, the fashion industry, like all the arts, had died during General Ziaul Haq's time, as you probably remember.
Of course I do, darling.
When Naik Siddiqui had to leave the country.
I know, darling.
And for many, many years, we were deprived of song and dance and fashion, you know. We were not allowed to have fashion shows either.